Okay, great. Hey, hi guys. Hi Tanashri. Hi Gayatri. This is the first session for today, and we are going to learn about endpoint manager, endpoint administrator, also an Intune engineer. So we are calling the names are different, but codes would be the same, and also the knowledge and topics will be the same. Okay. Let me share my screen quickly. Let me know, guys, once you see my screen. Can I know that which screen are you guys able to see? Are you guys able to see my
Yeah, that download screen.
file manager, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I think this call is already in recorded. Okay, great. So I'm going to teach you about the Intune training, right? Like we are calling in two names. Okay, let me take a WordPad further off. Okay, so we are calling Intune engineer is one of the name. Okay, nowadays, but earlier the name was Microsoft Endpoint Administrator. Okay. We are
Yes.
calling Intune administrator also. Like suppose, let me mention here that one also. See, we are calling Intune engineer. Also, we are calling Intune administrator nowadays. Okay. But in the olden days, when this was developed, when Microsoft, published this one, this support was there, and they came up with the name which is Microsoft Endpoint Administrator. Okay.
Yeah.
And now let me tell you. So once you complete the course, you need to take a exam with the Microsoft, right? So you need to know like what would be the Microsoft codes which we have to take and we have to give a exam, right? So that is MD 102. Okay, let me show you that the certification which we are going to complete with Microsoft. Okay, this is the Udemy courses. Just forget it. So this is the one. Okay. So when I say like the course name is MD102, you can see in the bottom of the screen MD102, correct?
Yes.
But the course name is something we are getting. I mean, after completion of the certification, in the certificate in the PDF, we are seeing the name is Microsoft 365 Certified Endpoint Administrator Associate. Endpoint is something that now we are calling as a Intune. Okay, Intune Administrator Associate. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the
Yeah.
certification. Maybe after you taken this course and after you understand every concept in Intune, then you are going to take the exam with Microsoft and you have to learn about all the topics. This is the topics actually overview. So once you know about all these topics, you can easily to crack the exam. Okay, and also in the bottom we have a practice assessment also. Once you take a lot of times regarding this practice assessment, as soon as you understand the topics, you can try to give the exam like practice assessment. If you understand and if you're trying to clear like 100% out of 100%, you got almost like 90% or 85%, then that knowledge should be sufficient and you can take an online exam. Okay. Not only like
Okay.
this is just like a demo they are giving. These questions are not coming in the live exam, but somehow the questions are similar. Okay,
Yeah.
you understand that this is the certification we are going to do with Microsoft. Okay, now we are going to dive into the topic. Let me make this properly. Okay, cool. I'm going slowly only, guys. If you have any doubts, also please let me know. Okay, so that we can stop and we can discuss among us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So first of all, I need to tell you what is the Microsoft Intune. So like earlier days, we are calling that is a Microsoft Endpoint Administrator, but nowadays we are calling Intune Engineer or Intune Administrator. So what we are doing actually here in the Intune console, like we are calling the website is a portal, right? In a technical terms, we are calling that is a console. Okay. Console means kind of a website. So where we are managing the devices, okay, the applications, and we are making a policies, and we are defining the yeah, we are defining the policies. Also, we are giving other things like, where we are protecting the data in the Intune console, like in the Intune website. Correct? Like
Yeah.
any doubt in this?
No.
But let me tell you in a different, what would be the Intune? We need to know like what is the definition of Intune, right?
Yeah.
So let me open this, but let me show you here only. So Microsoft Intune is a cloud-based endpoint management solution. It manages user access to organization resources and simplifies app and device management. Mostly we are managing applications, application deployments, application protection, and also we are managing the device. Device means we are managing the operating systems like Windows, Mac OS, and users are using Android systems also, right? Android mobiles. That is also a operating system. So we are managing the devices, even we are managing the applications. It's clear, right, guys? This point.
Yes.
So let me put this in our window. This should be fine, no problem. So then, maybe let me edit something and put very quick. This should be fine. Okay, cool. The definition we know. It is a cloud-based endpoint management solution, means everything will be in the cloud. Okay. It's not like a physical, what I would say, physical things we are managing in the office. Suppose we are going to office. In the office also we have a server setup room. Also we have a IT setup room. So where you see there are a lot of cables are connected to the office network. So where you see our servers, like our Active Directory servers, also where you see some VPN connections, where you see something like internet connections. Everything is in a physical way, right? But when it comes to Microsoft Intune, it is a completely cloud tool. Okay. So cloud tool, why I'm calling, it is not a kind of a application. It is just like a URL. URL means it's kind of a website. We are directly accessing that website by using our admin credentials. Then we are seeing the Microsoft Intune in the console, like in the portal. So, and also this data, which is managed by Microsoft, and whenever there is a interrupt happen, or whenever there is a what I would say outage happen, so we are directly connect with Microsoft, and Microsoft is going to help us with the troubleshooting in case in our domain if any problems are there. Got
Okay.
it, guys? Any
Yeah.
like if you guys are not understanding also, please let me know, because I'm just telling that like how this tool is working. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In this
Yeah.
course, right, we are covering every future. Okay, every future of Intune, and also we are going to excel. Okay, we are going to excel in modern device management. Like nowadays, how we are managing the devices, that I'm going to speak. Also, we are starting with the basics, and then we are gradually moving to the advanced concepts. Okay. Then we are covering fundamental topics first, because we need to know how the basics are there. And then we are going to talk about platform wise. We have a iOS, like iOS is something that iPhone. We have a Android, we have a Windows. Also we have a Linux, but we are not using the Linux because we don't know the operating system, how it works. And then we are understanding complete knowledge of Microsoft Intune and the capabilities of the Microsoft. Okay, got it right, guys?
Yeah.
Or can I put here?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we are covering every future. Okay, I'm just putting in a short note. Okay, Then we are Excel in modern device management. And then we are starting with the basics to advanced. Okay. And then we are covering fundamentals. And then we are covering also platform wise. Okay. Platform wise, we are going to discuss how we are managing the device, how we are giving the application protections, how we are going to deploy the applications and everything. Okay. After that,
Yes.
complete understanding of MS, like MS means like Microsoft Intune capabilities. So when I say capabilities, that we have to know actually. And when I say futures, that we need to know, because in interview, definitely the people are asking what are the Intune futures and capabilities. And we have to know, and we have to tell them in a proper way. And we don't want to tell in a theoretical way, but we can tell them in a short way. Okay, these are the futures we have in Intune. That's it. Like the way if you give the answer, then they can understand, and they can understand, okay, we know this process. Okay. Okay, cool. Then, and this course is very unique, guys. The way I'm going to teach you is what I know and what I learned from the other other markets. Like other markets means we have a Udemy, right? Udemy portal where I grab this knowledge, and where I'm going to teach you guys about the same thing, where I'm adding my skill set also in this Intune side. Okay, it's clear.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then. So next thing is now I'm going to teach about, like, now we know we are calling this is a Microsoft Intune, but we have to know, right, how this name has been changed. Okay, let me show you the document. So this is the topic we have for the Intune name changes. So now we know we are calling this is a Intune, but in the previous, maybe not now, maybe almost like decades, maybe decade means 10 years for in one decade, right? So in 10 years back, so they are calling the first name is Windows Intune. I mean, they introduced Windows Intune. After that, they launched Microsoft Endpoint Manager. I mean, they are just changing the names, okay? And they are come up with the product. So firstly, they introduced Intune, Windows Intune. After that, they changed the name to Microsoft Endpoint Manager. And under that, they have a Microsoft Intune is a product. Okay, they are just using this product by using this portal. After that, they understand that okay, Microsoft Intune is a more thing in the companies, so that's why they changed the name to Microsoft Intune. Okay, this is how they developed the the portal, and also they have changed the names, and now we are calling Microsoft Intune. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And we know now we are calling this is a Microsoft Intune, and this Intune family, and we are calling product is a family, and this family includes these are the services we have. So from the starting, we are using a Intune services. Intune services is something that we are directly going to the website where we are checking all the information, what and all we have in the website, right? So this is the something services we are checking there. And there are almost like 250 plus services are there in the Intune services. Okay. There are almost like 250 plus services are there in the Intune. And then we have a configuration manager. So let me tell you what is the difference between Microsoft Intune and configuration manager. So Microsoft Intune is a cloud-based tool. We are using that in a website. This is something that configuration manager we are using in a tool. Tool means it's kind of a desktop application. We are using that, and there we are managing the devices physically. Means physically means this configuration manager is directly connected to the Office network. Okay, Office network. And do you guys know hybrid kind of thing? We have a public private and hybrid connections. You guys know anything about that?
Um, yeah, like
Hmm.
clouds, right?
Yeah, see, you are right. Private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud, correct?
Hybrid. Yeah,
Okay, and hybrid cloud. So private cloud, what we do, private is something that only organization can access the data.
yeah,
Public people can't able to do it, right? Uh, Give me 1 second. Yeah, public people can't able to access, right? So that's why we are calling this is a private, and the data is very secure here, and it is completely in a security way. But when it comes to public, so public people can able to access the data outside the organization also. I mean, suppose I want to access the google.com, I can able to access, and you can able to access. There is no restriction, right? And you can able to access the YouTube,
yeah,
correct? So where we are editing, where we are managing our data. But when it comes to hybrid, suppose just think that you are working in one company, or maybe you started one company. Maybe let me tell that company name. Um, Maybe let me tell Orbit. Okay. So you started one company which is a Orbit. Okay. So you started this company initially in a private cloud. Private company cloud means your data is only working only in the inside of the company. So your data is not exposed to the public. Just like in your colleagues, I mean your employees and your IT team only can able to access your company data, except others from the public. They can't able to see your data, they can't able to view your company data. But when you put this data in a public, what will happen? Everybody can see, right? So this we don't want, because when you put this data in a public, everybody can see your data, your company data, and they can able to hack your data also. We don't know what will happen. And there is no there is no protection when it comes to the security perspective. That is the reason we are not putting the data in a public, but we are taking the hybrid connection. Hybrid connection means, and why we are putting the data in public also. Suppose we have a Microsoft are is giving a lot of what I would say, lot of services to us. Suppose there is a Azure website where we are managing some groups, users, and also identity and access information. And also when you are deploying something, maybe when you are creating one application, you are taking the data from other resources, maybe GitHub, maybe Bitbucket. So these are the public websites, right? But you have to manage the data in your cloud side. But putting your data in directly in public in the cloud side, your data would not be a protective. That's why what we are doing is we are contacting the Microsoft, okay, Microsoft, and we are taking a contract, okay, and agreement, okay, contract and agreement. And why we are taking the contract and agreement? So when you take a contract from Microsoft, and Microsoft is giving a non-disclosure agreement, means your data is only store with Microsoft products, maybe which is a Intune or which is a Azure portal. And suppose if you are creating something, okay, in the Azure portal, and where you are managing your domain, so the same data will be replicated to the your private connection. Private means which is there in the office. Suppose if you create one user in Azure website, the user will be automatically connected to the private, and user will be automatically sync, and he can able to see in the Azure Active Directory, sorry, in the normal Active Directory also. You guys understand? Any doubt, guys?
yeah, yeah. Understood.
Here I'm just saying, what about you, Gayatri? Any doubt? Here I'm just saying this data and this data both are in sync. Sorry, not this one, this one. Okay, that is the reason. And when we understand, right, this data, why we are putting in the hybrid means, because every company doesn't have lot of licenses and lot of resources. And that's why we are purchasing the license from the Microsoft. For example, let me remove this. Okay. And why we are managing this Microsoft Intune and all? Because we don't have a licenses, first of all. And Microsoft is giving that license and they are giving a chance. That's why we are connecting with them and they are providing the licenses. After that, our data is managing in the Microsoft. Also, we are managing in the private, means our servers. These are our servers. Suppose, let me tell you in our project way. So in our project, we are using on-prem Active Directory. Okay. On-prem Active Directory means we are connecting this Active Directory by using RDP connection, remote desktop. You remember, right? So this is something that physical way. These servers are connected to the private. Maybe it's in the office. And
Okay.
we have a Azure website also, correct? Azure portal.
Yeah.
So we can see whoever like what and all no, whoever users are available in this on-prem Active Directory, those users are also showing in this Azure portal, right? Which
Yeah.
is enter id. Enter id is something that nowadays we are calling enter id, previously which is Azure Active Directory. Okay,
Yeah.
please tell me guys if you have any doubts or I'm going speed. If you guys are not understanding the topic what I'm saying, please let me know now only. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is what I'm telling about. Like that's why this is the main difference. Configuration manager is something that which is working in a physical setup. Microsoft Intune is something that which is a cloud setup. So when you connect with when you connect with your cloud to physical setup, which is a co-management, means we are calling that is a hybrid connection. So whatever device you can join to Intune, that device will be automatically showing in the configuration manager. And that too, in your company, if there is a configuration manager is available, then only you can able to see that data. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, everything will be in the cloud only. Okay. So suppose
Yes.
what I'm saying is in our company, we don't have a on-prem Active Directory means definitely we depend on only hybrid connection. Na? Not only hybrid, just like a public and in a private, in a protected way. Why we are calling private means hybrid means here we are joining both private and public. That's why we are calling hybrid. Got it, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Should then. Then we have a endpoint analytics. This is a one more family product. So why we need this endpoint analytics? Suppose you are a IT endpoint engineer or maybe Intune engineer. You deployed one application, okay, or maybe you have one application which is running every time. That is just like a 24/7 product. Everybody is using across the world, means across every country. So they are using that application every time. All of a sudden, there is a problem in that application. Maybe there is a bug in the application which is not working and everybody is can't able to access the application. And you know where you deployed that application. You deployed the application in the Intune. So you have to know, right, what happened. And that's why we need to know the analytics. Like you need to check the health of the application. Also, you have to collect the logs of the application, right? And that's why we have this feature. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have a Windows Autopilot. Windows Autopilot is something that um, nowadays we are going to office and IT is providing the laptop to us. But when they are dispatching the laptop to us, right? When we ask them, this is my home location, can you please ship the laptop to me? So you are not going to office to collect the laptop, but the company only directly providing the laptops to you. And you have to just click on, turn on the computer and you have to follow some process like providing your credentials and setting up your pin for computer like Windows Hello, okay, the pin setup. So that is comes under Windows Autopilot. Because why we are doing that? This is something that we don't like user don't need administrator guys help actually. As soon as they turn on the computer, they have to go with like a few steps to complete their enrollment and they can use the computer. But how you know like that computer is already in our domain. So that is the main reason. The companies are tying up with the vendors. Vendors are something that Dell guys or maybe HP company guys or maybe other computer guys. They're tying up with our companies, means they are taking a contract agreement with our company, and our Intune guys are setting one autopilot option in the they are enabling our autopilot option in the Intune. So whenever there is a new device, it is going to ship to the user side. The device name is already stored in the Intune service, like into not Intune service, in the Intune console. That's why the Windows is automatically ready for the use. I mean, not Windows, the laptop is already ready and it is a pre-configured device. That's why user can able to directly start the mission. And they don't want to install OS, Windows operating system and everything like that. Okay, it is a already inbuilt device. So we have to just give the devices to the users. They will start it. Okay. Any doubt in this?
Yeah.
Or you want me to
Understood.
repeat it? Yeah. What about you, Gayatri? You are on silent. Is she, can you able to hear us, or like, I'm not sure whether Gayatri mic is okay or not. Or maybe you can chat with us, Gayatri. Okay, sure, no problem. Let me go to the again one more option, which is a Intune Admin Center. So Intune Admin Center, we are calling is kind of a uh, yeah, I'm there. Sure, sure. It's understandable, like understanding, right? I mean, there is no doubt. Okay, lot of background noise. Okay, that should be fine. So Intune Admin Center is something that, so it's kind of a portal, our portal only, like we are calling that is a console. So where we are managing all the admin tasks. Okay. So where we are deploying the applications, providing the compliance policies, protections, app protections, app deployments, everything will be doing in this admin center that I will show you in a minute. So let me tell you, endpoint management at Microsoft. So in the endpoint, like in here it is showing endpoint, but we are calling this is a Intune only. So when we see these are the options we have, right? Like core capabilities. So Intune Suite is a license. Okay, when you purchase this license from your company, so you will be having these options. So you want to take user system and remote with this option only. It should be a possibility. Okay, and then we have a MAM, which is for VPN protection tunnel. Suppose some of the servers are available in your company network, and you are doing a work from home. So if you turn on the VPN only, so in our company we are using Jetscaler. Jetscaler is our VPN. With the VPN only, some of the links are working. For example, Confluence pages. Okay. So I'm not talking in a help desk administrator side. I'm talking in a Intune administrator side. That's why we need to have this license in our profile. Okay. Because help desk guys are also can able to take a user system on remote. But here we are in a different way. We are in a Intune administrator side. And that's why we need to have this Intune suite license in order to take remote sessions from the user side. And we need to have, and we will get this option for VPN connection and endpoint privilege management. This is something that you will get a like administrator access to do some administrator level of tasks. And you guys are managing the specialty devices. Specialty devices are something that let me tell you. Suppose if you go to one of the mall in your place, maybe it's kind of a Reliance Mart or maybe something like some malls you can think, okay, in the shopping malls. So in like while you are like after you doing shopping, you are going to that cash center and you are paying the bill, right? So there is a one kind of monitor out there and one type of device is there. That is a specialty device. So without user intervention, we are using that devices just like a uh, just like a specialty device, and that don't need any user intervention, means that don't need any user credentials, just like a device, and we are using and we are calling that is a specialty device. Okay. And also if you're going to the McDonald's, in the McDonald's, top of the screen you will see a lot of displays are there, and in the displays you are seeing the prices of the every order, like every item which are selling in the McDonald's. So how that is happening? Like backside there is a server only running, and that those are the specialty devices we are calling. Okay. Any doubt, guys, in this?
No.
Okay, sure. And after you got the, suppose if you get a admin center access, so you are having the Intune service already. That Intune services, we are having almost like 250 plus services, which is providing by Intune. And then we have a virtual machines we are managing. And then Windows auto patch means suppose as soon as you open your system settings in the Windows update, you are seeing all the update history, and if you go to advanced options you will see some any updates are pending or not, right? These auto patch is something that which is pushing all the updates for every end user in the company, so that everybody can get that updates and they have to done it. Then we have a PIM. PIM is something that's privileged identity management. Suppose you are the person who is having a lot of administrator access. Daily you have to log into your computer, but you have to perform one specialty task from the Intune side, from the Intune administrator side. So you have to activate your role, right, from the Azure. Then once you activate the role only, it should work. In our side, we have a help desk administrator role. Also, we have a Microsoft administrator role, right? In order to use admin exchange portal, something like that. So this is a role-based access. Okay, got it, guys? It's clear.
Yes.
Then we have a certificate management. Certificate management is something that suppose if you know already in MacBook, when we go to self-service app, we have a certificate bundle, which is company is providing that certificate to every device. That means that root certificate is always trusted and which would be in a secure protocol. Okay, so we are managing the certificates also. Not only like that, suppose you have a one application which requires one certificate, and that certificate is expire every 1 year, and we are renew the license. So that is comes under certificate management. Suppose we have a Asana license, we have a Miro license. So that license is over means the certification is going to expire. So once we renew the certification, what will happen? Users will get the license again for the next 1 year. Okay. Then we have a remote help. Remote help is something that whenever you have any problem in the Intune console and one of the product is not behaving like as expected, or maybe some of the tools are not working all of a sudden, which is working yesterday, which were working yesterday, but today it's not working. So this is straightforward help from the Microsoft. So if you have a admin center access, by using this remote help, the one of the Microsoft company employee can keep in touch with you and he will let you know what needs to be done and he will share you the solutions. Okay. Then we have a tunnel for VPN. Tunnel VPN is something that you are managing the hybrid connection. Also, you are managing the cloud connection also. So we are using it just like turning on the VPN and using our resources. And we have a mobile threat defense, like it's we are calling nowadays, which is a Microsoft Defender, correct? So why we are using Microsoft Defender? Just like protecting our organization data, and it should not be affected any virus. And we are using one of the tool, right? Inbuilt tool, which is for Microsoft Windows, which is MRP, malicious software removal tool. So where we are performing the quick scan for just like scanning the virus. Got it right, guys?
Yes.
And we have
Yes.
sure, guys, and we have 1 more minute left, and we have to join one more call. Okay. So let me complete this in 1 minute. So Windows Autopilot is something that which are already pre-configured device, means users can get this device and they will start the devices. Okay. And then auto giant devices, this I will teach you in other time. Auto enroll devices in Intune. And we have a customized, this is something that out of box experience. And we can talk about enrollment status page, these options again. and we have a analytics. I told you, right? If any problem is there, so we have to check the health and performance for everything, every application, every device, so that we can come to know like what would be the problem. And integrations I can tell you in another class, so I mean in another session. So we'll join that class, guys, okay, in a minute. Is that okay? Let me stop the recording now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.